gut is one of the most important gateways to optimal health. So if you're someone that suffers from skin issues, mood disorders, poor sleep, fatigue, lethargy, brain fog, if any of these symptoms sound familiar, it may be time for you to do a gut reset.
Meet Dr. Gary Brecka, a leading human biologist who's analyzed over 100,000 DNA tests and discovered a shocking truth. Your traditional breakfast could be stealing years from your life.
The standard American diet is going to be like a Pop-Tart, a white bagel, a bowl of cereal, right? And all of those are fortified with folic acid. It can literally be like cocaine.
Today, he reveals his revolutionary Brecka breakfast, a game changer for anyone over 40. You will learn how this simple meal can add not just 7 years to your life, but a whole new lease on brain health and vitality.
That's my promise. I want to add 7 years, not just 7 years to your lifespan. I want to just add 7 years to your health span.
Very often, conditions of the mind start in the gut. Modern medicine has a funny way of thinking that the brain is over here and the head is over here and the body is over here, and somehow they're not connected. And obviously nothing could be further from the truth.
First, he promptly explains the hidden connection between traditional American breakfast, common life-threatening gene mutations, brain function, and chronic disease.
We do about 20,000 gene tests a month. We have voluminous amounts of data.
You actually have fortified and enriched flour. This is the one that I was saying is a must remove from your diet. Fortified or enriched foods, the foods that are really high in folic acid, and you'll stop agitating that MTHFR gene mutation.
According to Gary Brecka, excessive sugar and especially folic acid can be dangerous to health, particularly for individuals with the MTHFR gene mutation, which affects how the body processes this synthetic form of vitamin B9.
It's correlated to higher incidences of ADD, ADHD, OCD, manic depression, bipolar. It's correlated to poor gut motility, mood imbalance, anxiety. There's a lot of evidence that getting folic acid out of the diet has immediate behavioral changes.
Brecka advocates for obtaining folate from natural sources and suggests methylfolate supplements for those affected by genetic variations, as this active form is crucial for health. But there are reasons why Americans eat the food they do at breakfast. Sweet lies and marketing big food companies want you to consume more refined sugars, carbs, and unhealthy fats.
Chobani flip yogurts, a lot of these are highly processed food dyes, extra added sugar, and then you flip over other crunchy ingredients that are also going to be fortified or enriched. They're going to come from wheat sources. They're going to irritate the gut.
America runs on Dunkin' and Starbucks and Pete's. Also Folgers.
For about 22 cents, you get as much nutrition as this bacon and egg breakfast when there's no time for your regular breakfast.
Breakfast routine. The famous Brecka breakfast is the healthiest because it is a high-protein and low-carb meal. When you combine it with this 30-30-30 diet rule, it becomes a superhuman breakfast routine. Dr. Brecka's 30-30-30 involves eating 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. But he eats a certain protein in the morning to ensure high energy throughout the day. So what foods make up his breakfast?
We eat for one reason. We eat to feed our microorganisms. The only way that our cells repair, detoxify, eliminate waste, and regenerate, and function and thrive is because of our healthy gut.
Eggs.
Eggs is my go-to. All day, every day, egg.
Dr. Brecka loves to eat eggs for breakfast, about 4 actually, as he believes it is the best source of protein to start the day. He is very particular about the kind of eggs he eats.
The most important thing about eggs is 2 words: free range or pasture raised.
Eggs are a rich source of vitamin D and choline, which helps improve metabolism and liver function and boosts immunity and bone health.
Even though they contain cholesterol, do not raise your cholesterol.
Dr. Brecka believes eggs are a complete protein source as it contains all 9 amino acids needed for our body for cellular and DNA repair. Hence, he strongly advises you to consume at least 2 eggs at breakfast. Blueberries. Dr. Brecka enjoys eating a lot of organic berries. In fact, he consumes all fruits that end in berries as they are the lowest on the glycemic index.
blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries.
Blueberries are super high in flavonoids, which are excellent for your arterial health. Blueberries are also anti-aging and anti-inflammatory, which means they promote collagen and gut health.
We're realizing now that the gut is not only the gateway to the immune system, it's the gateway to our skin, to our cognitive health. It's even been called the second brain.
According to a Harvard research, eating blueberries at least once a week delays cognitive aging by up to 2.5 years. Avocado. Dr. Brecka is big on eating avocados at breakfast, as it contains the healthiest fat in any fruit.
Avocados are full of healthy fats. They're called polyunsaturated or monounsaturated fats. These are the best fats that you can put into the human body. I always include half an avocado. You should get minimum half an avocado a day.
Avocados give a feeling of fullness, curbing unhealthy cravings. With 76 milligrams of heart-healthy beta-cytosterol per 100 grams and 18% of your daily vitamin K in just half. They also support bone health and restore vision.
They've proven that in obese patients that avocados actually lower LDL cholesterol.
Healthy oils.
The only 4 oils that you need: a grass-fed butter, a coconut oil, and a ghee butter. These 3 are for cooking.
Beside ghee butter, grass-fed butter, and coconut oil, Dr. Brecka also consumed olive oil as a dressing on salads and fruits. Olive oil is high in antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and antiviral properties that reduce blood cholesterol and heart attacks. Beyond their antioxidant properties, they also contain vitamin E and vitamin A that protects the skin from harmful UV rays and reduces signs of aging. Dr. Brecka also warns against using palm oil, sunflower oil, or safflower oil, as they are rancid, toxic, and inflammatory for the body.
So when you're exchanging whole foods for processed foods, this is the name of the game. It's not what diet you're on. It's not whether or not you're paleo, carnivore, keto, raw food, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian. It's whether or not you're eating whole food sources.
Broccoli.
Put a big old swath of healthy broccoli in there.
He particularly likes to add some greens to his morning meal, especially asparagus, Brussels sprouts, heads of broccoli, and arugula.
Most of you have a grandmother that actually canned vegetables and fermented vegetables when you were growing up. They knew exactly what they were doing. Fermented foods not only get into the gut and provide soluble and insoluble fiber, but the insoluble fiber becomes something called free fatty acids, and these free fatty acids are anti-inflammatory. They actually help to heal and seal the gut.
He likes his broccoli steamed to ensure there is enough moisture and adds a bit of rosemary in the pan for a rich herb flavor. Broccoli contains potassium, iron, calcium, and vitamin C that prevents anemia, cataract, arthritis, and cancer.
And that is a breakfast of champions right there. So you've got healthy fats, you've got proteins, you've got monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fatty acids, half a serving of fruit, and these are all organic berries. This is going to be absolutely delicious.
Lunch. For lunch, Dr. Brecka eats line-caught salmon or a grass-fed beef steak. He makes sure it's organic and cooked in ghee butter or tallow with Celtic salt in it. Sometimes he will add coconut milk while preparing the meat to give it a creamy touch.
This is my actual favorite. This is the organic light coconut milk. It's going to have a few grams of really healthy fats, 3.5 grams of fats, 0 carbohydrate, 0 sugars. When you look at the ingredients, it is purified water and organic coconut. Period.
Dinner. He enjoys ground beef or organic rice prepared as cauliflower rice for dinner. Dr. Brecka eats a light dinner and adds his carbs portion reserved for the dinner.
If you exchange your white rice for cauliflower rice, you're going to go from 48 grams of carbohydrates for every 2 grams of protein down to 2 grams of carbohydrate for every gram of protein.
Snacks. Dr. Brecka enjoys a variety of healthy snacks during the day to keep his energy at optimal levels. He credits his snacks to staying full at all times.
Organic Greek yogurt Two things: make sure it's organic and make sure it does not have fruit on the bottom. Adding fruit to the bottom will add 25 to 30 grams of straight sugar.
Dr. Brecka stresses that a regular American breakfast consists of 1 cup of cereal containing 12 grams of sugar, 50% more than the daily recommendation. About 30% of Americans start their day with cereal, the real reason behind diabetes, obesity, and premature deaths. Besides enjoying Greek yogurt regularly, he also enjoys Parmesan cheese in his diet. He prefers to add it in his scrambled eggs or as a snack in the afternoon.
Parmesan cheese right into that bowl, right on top of the eggs. Remember, Parmesan cheese is a very special type of cheese because it's the only cheese that is fully free of lactose.
Dr. Brecka loves eating his nuts, especially shelled pecans, and seeds like chia seeds and hemp seeds in roasted form.
I take a fistful of organic shelled pecans. I throw those right in there.
He believes seeds and nuts are highly nutritious and full of antioxidants and minerals, good for brain and heart health.
These in your diet, these have very high ratios of healthy fats, and they actually have a very high protein content.
Now you know the famous Brecka diet is a ketogenic diet to conquer aging and longevity. But do you know the key to reversing type 2 diabetes? Make sure you learn more by watching our video of the famous Dr. Fung explaining how to conquer diabetes by avoiding 5 foods in your diet.